cheeks. Okay, so
Cocky, arrogant, funny, silly. Never boring.
I have a question going around the table on the whole boring thing really quick. Would you rather be with a boring guy, but there is never any conflict arguing, or with a really fun, entertaining, interesting guy, but there's constant conflict and arguing? You go first.
I would still pick the conflict.
The conflict drama. Yeah. Okay.
I would pick conflict.
The conflicts. Okay.
Maybe I would pick boring, because in my previous relationship we didn't fight at all, and I wouldn't say that it was boring, but it was like good, like he was still fun. But in this situation, I would stay with boring. Yeah. Okay, so boring, no conflict. All right. What about you?
Probably conflict.
Conflict.
Yeah.
Okay.
Conflict as well.
Conflict.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me the peace.
Peace. All right. All right. And what about you? Which do you pick?
Put me on the spot on this one. I don't know. They both suck.
If you got to pick one, if you
boring,
have to pick
I guess.
Boring.
I've got too much shit going on.
Yeah, I need the pace. I have to have pace to do my job.
Boring.
I couldn't deal with my job with drama.
I pick boring.
That's the first thing I thought of. I thought, how's my career going to get impacted with a toxic girl or a boring girl? I'm like, I'll take boring.
Imagine you trying to do this podcast, your fans be like, why is it not finished?
You didn't like my podcast. You didn't like my photo on Instagram. What the f? Do you like her?
Why do you marry a podcast?
Yep.
Yeah, boring.
Yeah, I go boring.
Agreed. So wait, going around, I think we're going around the table on are you picky? So I think you were kind of starting to answer. Why don't we also, so are you picky? And then if so, or even if not, what do you want a guy to bring to the table? What does a guy need to bring to the table to get you? So if you want to just restate some of your things.
I like somebody who grows, someone who's funny. I love to laugh, even if it's at my own expense. Laughter is the best thing in the whole world. So if he can't make me laugh, I can't do it. Mm-hmm. And as far as like bringing things to the table, definitely somebody, when you go into them, they are your home, no matter where you're at. Mm-hmm. That's what I just want. It doesn't matter if you're rich, poor, whatever. I just want to feel like I'm home when I'm with you.
Mm-hmm. All right. Are you picky?
I feel like I'm not picky. However, I do see commonalities between like the people I date. I think that they're usually funny. They usually like video games, stuff like that. That just I enjoy as well. Yeah. Going outdoors.
And then so for the what do they need to bring to the table question, you can include things like
humor.
So personality, and then like physical traits too. If you need a guy who's tall or ripped or whatever, shredded.
I don't think I like long hair, but
sliced.
No, I don't have physical traits.
Aesthetic.
Okay. Aesthetic. Myron aesthetics.
You Myron games, bro?
You Myron? What about you?
Wait, sorry, what was the question?
Oh, so okay.
In before.
Are
5.
you picky?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Are you picky?
In .jpg.
And then what's are you picky? And then what does a guy need to bring to the table to get you?
Okay.
It could be personality. It could be looks. He has to be 6 foot tall. Whatever it is.
I do think that I'm picky sometimes. I think it depends, because the people who have come into my life have come in like not like forced. It's like been a very natural way. So it's not like I'm really like looking for someone. Right. And as like most of the guys, all are gym heads are my weakness. I really like guys who go to the gym. They have to be tall, less short. I don't like short men. Yeah, and then just basic personality traits, just like funny, like home. I like that. But yeah, mostly gym head. That's my thing.
Gym head?
Yeah.
Is your boyfriend shredded?
Yeah. I would say.
All right. Okay. What about you?
Okay. I don't think I'm picky like with like physical traits, but maybe with like personality and stuff. Like, don't be boring.
Don't be boring.
Yeah, I already said that.
Okay, so they can be like short and fat, but
okay. Well, okay, maybe like taller than me, which isn't that hard. So
How tall are you?
5'2".
Okay, so 5'3".
No. Okay, probably
okay.
I would like prefer like
bare minimum.
Like 5'9".
And then you said you would prefer
like 6'3", 6'4". somewhere in that range.
6'3", 6'4".
Yeah. My ex was 6'5", so.
Damn,
And you're 5'2"?
around.
Yeah.
Wait, so, okay, 5'2", but you'd prefer 6'3", 6'4".
Yes.
It's always like that though. I've noticed like the shorter girls like the super tall guys.
That is a really good observation.
Yeah.
Like the girls who are like 5'4" to like even taller, like they're kind of like a little more forgiving, but like the 5 foot.
Yeah.
he's
I think
gotta
it's
be,
like, honestly, I think it's like a biological thing. I think they just don't want to have manlet kids.
The kids.
Little manlets.
Manlets,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, you got to make up. They got to make up.
Yeah,
for
of
it.
course. You know,
Somebody in
average
the
it out.
genes.
5'2", 6'4", that equals what, like 6 foot?
Yeah, I think that's how the math plays out. But okay, all right. Any other traits?
I mean, have to be like attracted to you, but
Yeah.
I
Do you
don't
have a
really have
type?
it. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What about you?
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm really picky when it comes to looks. I look more in like personality, and I'd rather someone have a good personality than be like picture perfect. But obviously looks still matter, and like you have to be taller than me by like a pretty good amount, and like I don't know, obviously I have to be attracted to you in some way, but I'd rather like look into someone's personality than their looks.
And wait, taller than you by us.
Like-
So how tall are you?
I'm 5'3", so like 5'10".
Okay, that's minimum 5'10".
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how tall is your boyfriend?
He's 5'11".
5'11".
5'11",
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So 5'9". Can't do
Yeah,
it.
I don't know.
Can't do it.
Probably not.
5'9" is super manlet, bro.
Superman.
Super manlet.
Okay.
Oh.
Can't do it. 5'9". 5'9". Can do it or can't?
Can do it.
Can do it.
Probably.
Okay. But prefer 6'4", 6'3".
You guys are
Okay.
lucky. I am 5'9". I need 6 foot and above.
Yeah.
Same. Can I leave the tall guys for the tall girls?
Yeah, please. Fair.
And then, are you picky? What does a guy need to bring to the table? To
I'm
get
not
you?
really very picky. Strong communication is huge. And I am a little superficial in that I would like somebody a little taller than me.
How
'cause
tall
I'm
are
not
you?
tall. I'm 5'9", 5'10".
Okay, so how tall do you want?
My fiance's 5'11", and that's perfect.
Oh, okay. So just taller than
It's just
you.
taller than me.
Okay. What about you?
I don't think I'm that picky. I want someone who likes sports and likes to be outside. I'm 5'11", so my height or taller, but not really. It's fine if they're my height.
Okay, so 5'11", your height or taller. So 6 foot, that's fine.
6 foot's fine, yeah.
Okay. All right. And now that we've gone around the table for you guys in terms of what you want a guy to bring to the table, what do you bring to the table?
I think I bring a lot of fun, a lot of freedom, a lot of understanding, communication. I like shooting for success. I'm very busy, but I also am not someone who feels like, oh, if you've been working all day, we need to do this or that. I'm not naggy. Like, you know, do what you need to do. Go where you need to go. Go hang out with the boys. Go on a boy vacation. Like, that stuff doesn't bother me. I don't even care if like my guy hits on a girl, because like I like girls too, so bring them over. I don't know. I feel like I bring someone that you can grow with and be successful with, because I'm down for it. We want to start a new business, let's go. We want to travel, we want to save up and go to Japan, let's go. Let's make our dreams come true. So
What about you?
I feel like I bring care, I bring attention to my partner. I support them and I want them to be their best version of themselves. I'm an adventurous person, so I typically tend to push people to do things more adventurous and get them out of like their boundary that they're usually in.
What do you bring to the table?
I would say I'm super extroverted, so I love like hanging out with friends and like being around their friends, and I think it's important that like I bond with his friends so they like me in a sense, so I can like feel connected to him. I cook a lot. That's like my form of love language, is like cooking for the other person. And yeah, I would say that I'm very like relaxed as a partner. Like I don't really need to be texting them all the time if they're out or whatever and like spamming their phone. Like I just don't really care that much about like what they're doing, because I trust them. I think like trust is really big.
All right. Have you guys tried her food? Is it any good?
Yes, they actually have. I cooked for all of them when their guys spent the night at my house.
All right. What do you bring to the table?
Okay, I think I'm like a good listener and like, yeah. I don't really know what else.
That's it? Come on, what you got?
Okay. I don't know. I mean, I'm nice. I'm funny. Yeah.
Okay,
I don't
nice.
know.
Okay, nice.
Just pretty normal,
funny.
honestly.
Good
I don't think I'm
listener.
like that crazy.
Question.
It depends.
You're not
but,
that crazy.
Yeah,
so you're
like
a
I'm
little
like
crazy.
Like
Just a bit.
yeah. It depends.
Tell us about how you're a little crazy.
Well, okay. Oh God. Okay.
Slashing tires.
No, not that crazy, but like
Burning clothes.
not even that crazy. Just like
Domestic abuse. Domestic violence.
no, maybe I would like text like a parent, like a significant other's like parent, if like they
And,
did
like,
something
try to hit
bad.
on the dad?
Yeah. Oh wait, no.
Clip it, boys. Clip it and ship it.
Oh no.
Clip it and ship it.
No.
You heard it here first.
Oh God, no. I just mean like, okay, like I literally did this with my ex. He like cheated on me, and so
Oh,
I texted his mom.
And said your
said-
son cheated on.
No, I was just like, oh, like watch out for like the next girl that like that comes into his life because he's like a pathological liar. So
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's what I bring to the
I
table.
mean, I don't think that's not too crazy, right? I mean, unless there was
that's why
more.
I said a little bit crazy, not
Was there
like
more
that
though
much.
to that? Did you also like?
No. Oh no.
There's more.
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, wait. I do bring more to the table. This person's calling me boring, but
Uh oh. What you got?
I just
Tell
can't
us.
think of it. I don't know. I'm a good listener. I'm nice.
Good
I'm
listener.
funny. I'm like pretty selfless. Like if you need something for me to do, I can do it.
Pretty
You're
selfless.
caring.
Wait, question
She's
on the good listener thing. So, when you're with a guy, you can even maybe going back to your ex-boyfriend or whatever. Who is the talking? Like, is it kind of 50-50? Do you talk more? Do they talk more? Where do you?
I don't know. I think I probably talk more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good listener. Okay. All right. What about you? What do you bring to the table?
I would say like excitement and like adventure. Like I always try to like like we both try to like plan trips and not just like sit around and do nothing as much as we can. And like I'm always down for just like kind of anything like spontaneously and like yeah.
Mm-hmm. You said excitement and adventure.
Yeah.
So what's like, you're in a relationship. What is something recently you've done that's exciting?
2 weeks ago, it was like coming up to my birthday and we just like wanted something to do for the weekend. So we planned a trip with like 7 of our friends to rent an Airbnb in Joshua Tree. And we drove over there like the day after we like just talked about it. It was just like spontaneous and fun and something we could like do with all of our friends, like in that kind of sense, like stuff like that.
Okay. And then I'm assuming that also describes, you said adventures. You like
Yeah.
to do...
Like stuff like, yeah. I don't know.
Okay. Anything else you bring to the table?
I think I'm pretty funny. Like
Funny? Okay.
I'm always making my partner laugh. I think
Yeah.
we're always having a really good time together. And like, I don't know, even if it's just like sarcastic funny, like it's just, yeah.
Okay. What about you?
I'm very supportive.
Supportive. Okay.
For my fiance, because he is such a hard worker, I try to bring as much peace to the home so that there's like no craziness, no fighting.
Yeah.
If there's any tensions, you just discuss it like adults.
Mm-hmm.
Picking up where he can't around the house and stuff. So just being a good supportive woman.
Okay. What do you bring to the table?
I like to go on adventures, and I like to go out and just, I don't know,
Does he have to plan the adventure?
not always.
Oh, okay.
I mean, sometimes it's like, oh,
'Cause I don't know if that would be bringing anything to the table. Like, you like to receive adventures.
if I'm like, hey, let's go skydiving.
Is that like bringing something to the table, you know?
I don't know.
It's like, I receive the adventure. I don't bring the adventure. I receive the adventure.
No, like I like to have ideas to
And
go
this is
do
what I bring
things.
to the table. Okay. All right, that's fair. Okay, anything else?
I like to be very supportive. Well, I am supportive. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good at communicating, and
Yeah.
I like to cook. So
Cook, clean.
Yeah.
Yo, Lord, thank you for the gifted 10 subs, man. Appreciate it. We have a chat here. We'll get right back into this, but I have a chat here from. Oh, it's going to take a sec to come through. What was I going to ask? Laugh. Does your girlfriend make you laugh?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah?
Yeah, she's a funny bitch. Absolutely funny bitch. I can say bitch, right? Of course I can.
Oh, you asking me if on
I don't
the
know.
show?
It's your show, bro.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can say it.
All those words we couldn't say before the show?
Yeah, you can say it.
Bitch is all right. Yeah, she's a
I thought
funny
you were more asking, like, is it okay to say in general?
Nah, no. I say bitch all the time. She's a mad
Thank
bitch.
you, Lord.
For all of you that don't understand, when you like say like
Australian.
a mad or like a sick cunt or mad cunt, it's like a compliment. It's like the
It's
ultimate compliment
it's
from
like
an Aussie.
Australian.
Yeah, it's like saying like you're a legend or you're cool or you're like you know. So yeah, if you say like you're a sick bitch, it's a compliment. If you say like you're a sad bitch, it's definitely not a compliment.
Not a compliment.
Yeah, it's the opposite of that. So.
We have Smithers here. Oh, I'll get that pulled back up. He says, would you rather have a 6-foot guy with a crappy personality or a 5'7" guy who treats you with the respect a woman deserves?
Oh my God, give me the 5'7" guy.
5'7", which one do you pick? Thank you, Smithers.
It's a tough one, huh?
Uh-oh.
Oh my God. I honestly would have to say 6 foot with a bad personality.
But the 5'7" is still taller than you.
I cannot with the short. I can't do it.
But
It's
he's
like
taller
such a
than you.
trigger. No, I can't.
You can't?
No.
Wait,
no.
sorry, how tall are you again?
5'3".
5'3". And you said the what is the maximum or minimum or whatever?
I didn't say. I would say minimum has to be 5'10".
5'10".
Yeah.
Okay. So 5'9". Good luck. Sorry.
Yeah.
5'7".
Taller
So wait.
is like much better for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
6-foot guy, crappy personality. 5'7" guy treats you wonderfully.
5'7" guy.
5'7" guy. Okay.
5'7" guy.
5'7" guy.
5'7" guy.
All right.
So
I wonder what the
sweet.
male version of this is. So she's
I didn't even wanna
obese,
say.
but she's the best.
Can we take it one step further?
Nice.
You know how girls always make fun of guys with small dicks?
Yeah.
So like I wouldn't want to be with a girl with a loose vagina.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Like fuck. Men can have standards. I don't want a loose vagina and I don't want a fat bitch. Just like girls don't want a short guy and girls don't want a guy who's bald or girls don't want a guy who's boring
It's only
and poor.
fair.
Fair is fair,
I
right?
guess it's only fair.
I think so.
Loose.
Loose.
Just
Loose.
How can you tell?
Oh, you can tell.
You can
trust me.
tell.
You can definitely tell.
Do your Kegels.
Yeah.
Although I do think
So
it's rare.
What, for the tight or the loose?
The loose. It's rare.
You can always do the butt though. That's usually
What?
tighter.
I mean, what the fuck? I mean, like,
That's why I stick
I
to
think
penis.
I beg to differ. I think tight is like rare.
Tight is rare.
Yeah.
Are you just got a cannon?
I mean, without bragging,
You got a fucking cannon, dude?
I guess I do. Yeah.
Wait, but wouldn't that... Wait, hold on.
There's the cricket.
Or no, wait. Shouldn't the question be...
I mean, he asked, so
Wait, I fucked that up, but
Wait, if
whatever.
tight
It's
is rare,
whatever.
it's the opposite of a
It would be the...
yeah,
Yeah, he
it
packs
kind of
it.
didn't make sense.
Yeah.
Liam would know.
What are you talking about? Wait, don't worry about it.
Or maybe you just maybe you turn on girls so much that they're just like really like
No, like
relaxed.
you can tell, like the dude, like you know how women can tell like a short guy from like a big guy. It's the same with men. Like there's tight vaginas and there's loose vaginas.
Wait,
it is
by
what it is.
height?
Huh?
By height? You said from
It's
tall
funny.
men and
No,
short
it's
men?
funny you say that. The taller women normally have the bigger gaping vaginas. Shorter girls. Shorter girls normally are more
sorry,
tight
what?
because they're more compact. I swear to you, it's a thing. It's a proper thing. It's like
Okay.
if I had like
I mean,
a 6'2" Amazonian woman, I'm telling you, she's a bigger girl. She's gonna have everything's gonna be bigger.
Loose.
Wait,
Yeah.
so height
I
with
mean
guys?
by a small dick standard.
Say again.
By a small dick standard.
I mean, it does check out. I think it checks out. But I mean, I've encountered... It's not always the case.
Not always. Not always.
the
Not
case.
always. Yeah.
You could be tall, woman.
Of course, it doesn't matter. It's like it's like
But
saying.
it's more likely.
correct.
It's more likely.
correct.
That is fair, though. I mean...
Standards, man. Come on.
It's fair.
You all
It's
gotta have
reasonable.
Yeah.
Wait, so we were going around on the 6-foot guy, crappy personality, or no? I think
We already did that.
We
Yeah.
did that.
were
We asked
asking-
for the men.
We're asking what's the reverse.
Yeah. I just told you.
Yeah.
A fat woman with a loose vagina.
But we're adding. I feel like if we just
Okay,
do
add
like
something else.
overweight-
What else would you add?
So let's just do the overweight.
A short guy with a small penis, fat woman, big vagina.
Wait. I'm lost. We were talking about heights, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'd
And
be
personality-wise,
fat,
you're talking
But, like,
about.
guys
good
don't really
personality.
care
Guys
We don't care
they don't
about
have
that
a
as
preference.
much.
We don't
Yeah,
care
we're
about
more. We're more.
Oh,
I think
well,
we're more
Fine,
physical.
what would
We
be
look at
the
the
okay,
physical. a bit more.
here it is. Here it is.
Okay.
Overweight but amazing personality, so
Oh, shit,
submissive,
this one's gonna be
super
tough.
feminine, low body count, et cetera, et cetera.
Low body count?
We'll get into all that
What's
later.
the other option?
The other is like fitness model, maybe not, just good body, good
Perfect
body,
looking.
good body, but like terrible, rude.
Domestic abuse.
Nah, let's not bring crime into it.
I thought we could talk about some domestic abuse.
And is there something you want to get off your chest?
Me, yeah.
You got smacked around by your ex?
No. I want to. It's because you mentioned it to one of the girls.
You want to do
before.
a PSA? Is
Yeah,
that
I do
what-
actually. I do. No, I don't want to do a
Okay,
PSA.
go ahead,
I just think it's something that's not really talked about.
Go on.
That like domestic violence towards dudes. Because like last time I was here on the podcast, there was I swear to God, there was one dude.
Topic change.
Who was,
Well,
I saw you brought it up.
No, you're right.
Yeah, no,
You're
I
right.
had one
dark.
friend. We didn't hear from him for 6 months. It turns out he was getting smacked.
My
around.
woman beats me.
No, really, like literally, like
What the
That's
hell?
true.
That's a
found
thing.
out his property damage,
Oh my
everything.
God.
That's
It
really.
is,
That was the last time I was on this podcast. Second time, there's another friend that we haven't heard of for 7 months. Turns out, same thing. Hit, spat on, had his property damaged. Like you know when
Yeah,
people,
not good.
You know when
Okay.
people hide in the
Yeah,
corner with their
goes both
phone.
ways.
It's definitely not favourable.
They hide in the corner and you're like, what's going on? And you look over their shoulder and he's like, you're a loser, you're not even a man, you're a nobody, no wonder you don't have any friends. I'm like, why do you let people talk to you like this?
Damn, I gotta check on my homies.
Yeah, seriously. Anyway, the girl's name's
Yeah.
the girl's name's Pippi, by the way.
Pippi?
So,
Don't ever
Pippi.
get smacked around by a girl named Pippi.
yeah,
Pippi.
so it does happen to dudes. So I'm
It
saying
does,
to your
it
point,
does happen.
it could be fat with a good personality versus hot
That's
and she's an abuser.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I've seen people go for what they consider hot and then doesn't end up well because they're
Yeah.
not the kindest person. That's what I'm saying.
Separate situation, I
Yeah.
feel.
Anyways.
So thank you for that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Hashtag Big Labia Matters. Thank you, Hookers. Appreciate it. I mean, do you guys have a preference on that front?
Like
The Audi, like, so not loose, but there's innies and outies. I prefer outies.
I mean,
Okay.
as long
I
as
only
it,
date
as long
outies.
as it looks like tidy, it could be like it doesn't have to be full innie, doesn't have to be full outie. Like it could look nice as long as like in the middle. I'd say.
like a midi.
Yeah, a midi.
Midi.
I'd
So
say a
midi or innie, but
Yeah.
you won't do an outie.
No, not too much of an outie. Like a.
That's okay. More for me. All right.
I didn't know that was a real thing.
Liam, what about you?
In your Audi?
I don't know why I'm bringing this.
No,
up.
no,
He
no,
sent
no.
a chat. He sent a chat.
Chest, let's do
He
it.
sent a chat. I
I
wasn't
mean,
going to go.
let me
there.
just say, I'm really enjoying this convo. These questions never get asked to guys. It's
That is
really,
fantastic.
really interesting.
Yeah, it's good.
I feel
It's
like
good. I
when
feel
you,
empowered.
I feel like when you meet it down there, you know if you've got a connection with that. No, it's actually
my
when
God.
you see it, you know what you
I'm connected
like.
to your vagina.
But like you know what you
Oh
like,
my
right?
God.
You know what you like.
So you're saying you know it when you see it.
Yes, exactly. The way that it presents when you see it, it's like you have an emotional connection with the.
What?
Yeah,
You're
for
talking
real.
to
I don't
it?
know, it's
You just see
me.
it and it's.
Yeah, exactly. For real. That's how you know they're the one.
Oh,
Maybe it's just me. What? Yeah. Yeah, I feel like you know it when you see it.
It talks to him. It talks to him.
Interesting.
Not like I go around meeting vaginas all the time. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, generally speaking.
But what? Let me going back to the height thing a little bit here. So, do you guys think that would you object to a guy who refused to date a girl because she was overweight?
No.
No
I think
objections?
fitness is really important.
Sure. What about you?
People have their own preferences.
Sure.
yeah, preference wise.
Are they a jerk for it
No, no, it's just what they like. Like you can't get mad at
if
someone.
he's like, she's too chunky for me.
well, you could say the same thing, like, oh, you're too
With the
short.
height and stuff.
Like for
Okay,
the
sure.
guys, so like it's like
Your
both
thoughts?
ways.
Yeah, I agree with Keely.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree as well.
Totally
it's just
fine.
preference. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Totally
Totally fine.
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 Totally fine. Okay. All right. You know, you guys are at least consistent. You know, you guys won't date short guys.
Yeah.
I
You
will.
won't date a fat girl.
I mean, how can I, bro? I go to the gym. That would be going against everything I stand for. Think about it.
That'll be against your culture.
It would be against your
It would
code.
be against culture.
Against the culture.
Against
You
the
would-
legacy, really.
Against everything.
The shadow
Against
of it.
everything. Hey, you never know. I might be into fat bitches. Might have a secret fat fetish.
Damn.
Stable of swine.
Oh yeah, baby, I want to get you fit as fuck.
Oh my god!
Eat more
Let me
piggy.
change you.
I can change him. I can change him. I swear.
But maybe like, I mean,
Slightly chubby is okay.
have you ever worked on a girl though? Like, I can help you, you know? Or is it like they have to already be there?
Fix it, bro.
Look, I'll be lying if I said I haven't porked a fatty before.
Oh my god.
I have just to see what it's like, you know, just to experience it. But it wasn't that great. But I've helped girls lose weight.
Okay. All right.
I could see like the potential in women, like they're super pretty. All that my brain thinks is like, wow, imagine if this girl lost weight, she'd look even better. You know what I mean? So like sometimes I'll turn him to like my own little project, and I'll just take them to the gym and take all their food away from them and just see what happens. You know, document it, just see what's up. You know, but on preference, no, I normally I go for what I like, and what I like is what I like. So, and that's not fat bitches.
But you're a personal trainer at one point too.
Yeah, still am.
Yeah, that's true.
Online, just not in person. Yeah.
Wait, so I think I was mentioning a couple things in terms of traits that would be positive in a woman. I mentioned being submissive, low body count.
What's a low body count to you?
I mean, it depends on the age, you know? So if
I guess.
you give them a bit more leeway if they're, they're older, if they're a bit younger and they've got more. But so what was your...
I was just wondering, like, is that important to you specifically?
To me,
body
it's
count?
important to men.
Being submissive.
Yeah.
Yeah, both are pretty important. Yeah.
A lot of guys won't say it, but it's
the body count part. Why is that? I just want to know.
Why? Oh, there's a couple reasons.
Well, just because.
Go on.
Is it like to be like safe or clean?
What's that?
Is it to be like clean? Like you would prefer someone who is more like conservative with it, like.
So, I mean, there's a couple.
Can
reasons.
I start it? Please?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so first and foremost, I feel like, and again, my views are very old school, but I feel like a woman's body is like, it's women are just different to men, yeah? So I feel like women, because they can get it easier, they shouldn't just give it up to like every kind of dude, you know what I mean? Whereas guys, like it's hard for guys to get sex, so guys have to work for it. It's a lot harder than women.
Really?
Yes.
You think so?
I know so.
Oh, okay.
I know so. But in saying that, I think the body count is very important if you want to marry a woman. Like, no guy in their right mind would marry a woman that slept with 100 dudes. No guy would.
Yeah,
Well,
but at
maybe.
the same time, I feel like guys who just want a low body count just don't fuck good. So they don't want the girl to know.
Yeah, but that's
what
a
real
cope.
sex is like.
That's a cop out excuse.
No.
That's a cop out
that's
excuse.
bullshit.
No,
Yeah, that's
there's lots of
bullshit.
guys out there that just don't want that kind of woman. They'll fuck with those kind of girls, but they won't marry them or date them. So it really, like, I don't know any guy. Like, I've got lots of friends that are married. I don't know any one of them that's had a girl that's more than like 30, 40. Even that's too high for me, like body count. So body count is important, but guys don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Guys don't want to talk about it because they get like, oh no, you're just saying that because you don't perform good in sex. It's nothing to do with that. Nothing at all. It's literally just like, when I hear like a woman's been with a lot of guys, it's a turn off. You know
So
what I mean?
would you marry a girl without fucking her first?
Hell no.
Okay.
I would not. But I would also get to know what her background is and, find out what kind of girl she is, what she's done, who she's been with. And in saying that, like, I'm not completely prudish. Like, I understand, like, people go through relationships, they'll have a one-night stand here and there. But give or take, like, I have my, like, standards and values, and I just like to stick to it, Someone else might be different, and that's their prerogative. It doesn't bother me. But for me, like, I personally couldn't date someone who has more than, like, let's say, like, double digits. To me is, like, too much.
Like
but
20?
I'm way too much.
Really?
Way too much.
What about when you were saying that you were like a fuck boy back
I'm
in
a
your
guy.
time?
It's completely different.
Oh,
I'm
so
sorry.
you think that you can like fuck whoever you want, but like girls can't?
I'm sorry, it's completely different.
It's a
Men and
shitty
women,
double standard, yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah,
It's
it is what it is, yeah.
Look, I'll say
Exactly.
it's a double standard, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Like men can get away with it, and women, unfortunately, they get judged for it. It's just what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's just the society we live in. And, I'm just addressing the elephant in the room. No guy would marry a woman that slept with like 100 dudes. No guy would. Find me a guy that would, please.
do you
Unless you're
think
like the
about,
guy
like-
from No Jumper.
Beaver.
Isn't Lana
Right.
Rhodes married? Who? Lana Rhodes. Isn't she married? Yeah,
I
she
think
has
a lot of
baby,
porn
right?
stars are married.
Yeah,
and
but
they've been with a lot
porn
of
stars
people.
normally marry with other people within that industry.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
think.
but
or-
I mean,
wait,
I don't
yeah,
know. I
maybe.
feel like there's a lot of
You know
people
what I
out there
mean?
that would marry a porn star.
Obviously, there's always outliers. I'm not saying
Yeah.
there isn't. I'm just saying that a majority of guys aren't fond of the idea of having a partner or a wife who might be the future mother of their children having like 50 cocks inside of her before they met him. That's just what it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Like anyone, like any guy, please speak up now, guys in the audience, anyone at the back, if I'm saying anything wrong.
Well, the chat master's coming.
And it's also like saying put two women together, both the same age, both the same like, you know, socioeconomic status level, looks, everything. One has a body count of 10, one has a body count of 50. The guy's going to pick the one with 10 every single time. Every single time. Unless they're a porn star.
Yeah.
I've built up more of a body count with my partner than without.
Say again?
So my partner, when I first got with him, I was at, I think 9
Yeah.
people.
I mean, look, what I say shouldn't bother
together.
you and shouldn't trigger you. That's just my thoughts, my views.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like who am I to tell you how to live your life? You can live your life how you want, and you can have your opinions too. That's cool. I respect that. But I'm saying in my eyes, in my world, this is how I think. And I'm also just letting you know, a lot of guys actually do think like this. Like we really do. But just guys are just too scared to speak up, you know, to challenge the status quo, or just out of fear of like just being judged. But it is what it is. We genuinely feel that very strongly about it. It's the same way like girls feel like about a guy who's like short. Like, you know, they won't say it, but like fucking girls don't like short guys.
No, we
guys
won't say
don't
it.
like girls that have fucked like hundreds of dudes. We don't.
And then somebody posed a question just now. I missed it, but
Oh, I was wait, to him. I asked
Yeah, I
him
think
about
so.
like when he previously said that he was like a fuck boy. Like,
And
does
I
it
told you
relate?
that men and women are different. We're not built
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah.
Men are made to spread their seed. Biologically, this has been proven by science that men, like especially back in the prehistoric era, Neanderthals, all that shit, men were spreading their seed. Women were the bearers. They carried the child for 9 months, that looked after the child. Nothing's changed. The only thing that's changed is society has tried to like shame men for basically like sleeping around, and it's like, you know, and with this whole wave of feminism, it's trying to equalize things, but because that's happened, it's like it's been tilted a little bit more in the women's favor. But go 100 years ago, back to like our mums and our mums, they were way less promiscuous than the women of today.
Well, there's technology now to ensure that those things don't happen, like birth control and stuff. So I feel like
But
as
we're not talking about like
technologies get better,
It's
but
also
we're not
100 years
we're not
ago,
talking
though.
about
Things
being
change.
like we're not talking about being pregnant and falling pregnant. We're just like, what we're trying to say is like, you know, just
but that's
preferences.
The reason, though. The reason is because, you know, women can get pregnant, and so you're supposed to have a low body count because you're negating that from happening. But now that we're evolving as a species, we're being able to become more equal because we're able to control ourselves.
Birth control?
Yeah.
How long does evolution typically take? You think it takes 40 years?
Well, I
Millions,
feel like
millions
we've
of
definitely
years.
changed as a
50,
society
60,
within like the
millions,
last
millions of years.
10,000 years.
Yeah, but it doesn't unwind. So men have a sort of almost evolutionary revulsion to promiscuity in women. That women can have an intellectual disgust for promiscuity in men, and actually there is an evolutionary basis in women having a disgust in it for men too, but it's not as substantial, and it's for a
Correct,
different
yeah.
reason.
Lots of women
So-
can be disgusted by a high body
Yeah,
count,
so for
but it's
example, like
nowhere near as common.
one of the evolutionary reasons a woman might be disgusted by a promiscuous man is that it comes down to, and it's sort of similar but different, so it comes down to parental, what's the term? Like if a man's promiscuous, he's less likely to
be a
stick
parent.
around.
Yeah.
So like women are going to look at that on an evolutionary component and be like, well, if I have a child with you, if you get me pregnant, are you going to actually have the resources to be able to support the family, et cetera, et cetera? Whereas for men, the difference is a bit reason. It comes down to paternity uncertainty. So if the woman's
You don't know if it's your
promiscuous,
kid.
there's no way for us to.
But we got rid of that now. So
How?
like by having birth control, it's a less
What do you-
likely chance of that happening.
Right, but okay, so it doesn't undo hundreds of thousands of years of evolution, a modern invention from, the 60s or DNA test in
No,
the
I get
80s.
that, but I feel like things are going that way. Things are going into that direction.
Right, but just because we have changed doesn't mean that it doesn't undo the evolution that's already occurred that gives men that evolutionary basis for having like a disgust response to promiscuity
No,
in women.
I agree with that. I agree that there's a disgust response, but I'm saying that I feel
I
like a
mean,
lot of other men.
Would you agree that? Do you feel like a lot of guys genuinely feel like that? Like, honestly, I'm asking all you girls, do you feel like guys don't really care about body count, or do you think they somewhat do? I'm
do.
curious.
No, it's true. They definitely
Like, all
do.
jokes aside and all bullshit aside, do you think they care?
Yeah, they do.
Like, how many times have you girls been questioned by boyfriends or partners or lovers? Or how many guys have you been with? How many guys have you slept with? You know?
My current boyfriend, no, he doesn't really
You're
care.
still super young. When you get a bit older,
Yeah, I feel. I agree
you know
with
what I
that.
mean? It's like at 18, like what do you expect? Oh, I've been with 100 guys.
Yeah,
you know? It's like,
no.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
Yeah,
like
at that age, they could have like a body count that's objective,
extremely rare.
but it's much more rare. So like at that age, most guys are not going to.
Correct. I mean, when I was 18, I wasn't asking my 18-year-old girlfriends, what's your body count?
I feel like most guys ask now.
Yeah.
Thanks to
They're
this podcast.
very, I know. Yeah, guys always ask now.
Hey, Brian fighting the good fight.
Yeah,
I think nowadays it's kind of a key question
But
to
actually,
ask.
I want to.
There you go. Key question.
I do actually want to go back to something that kind of a bit of a back and forth that you two were having. So, Chessbra, you were saying how you were a fuckboy when you were younger.
Yes.
You were promiscuous when you were younger.
Yes.
I mean, I was actually, and you were saying how men and women are different.
Correct.
And so I actually don't see anything wrong though. So let's say he slept with 100+ women, and then after doing so, he determines, well, actually, I think a woman with a low body count is actually more optimal when it comes to being in a relationship with. I actually don't see anything wrong with that, and I actually don't think it's hypocritical at all. You might not like it, but I don't think it's actually hypocritical.
I think it's just preference-wise, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's hypocritical at
Okay.
all. I don't care
Okay,
about
sure.
any of that. I do not care about body counts with my partner. I'm not gonna, like, if they have a lot, I'm not gonna shame them for it.
Sure.
And if they have like little, it's like, okay, like I don't really
mean,
care. Like, you are who you are. Everyone
that's
before.
that's your prerogative, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, each and every one of us are different, but I think what Brian is trying to say is that, like, it puts me in a position that I can see a little bit more clearly what would be good for me and what wouldn't be good for me,
Yeah.
because
That's your
I've
traits.
experienced like the spectrum, you
Yeah.
know. So I've been with like girls that are like a little bit out there, and I've been with like more, like, I guess you could say, like more introverted girls, and I know at the end of the day, because I've lived that kind of life, I can't be with someone who's also lived that kind of life, because
Yeah.
that'd be just too much like
That's just
friction.
your traits. So I
You know
get
what I mean?
that.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Did anybody else have anything on the body count convo?
I mean, not really, but how is it like you get to try, like, if you were to get with 100 girls and like you just then realize after 100 girls like you don't want that, like, how is it fair to put that on another girl, saying like they can't have the same opportunity to experience 100 guys?
It's not fair, but it's just reality. It's a double standard, and it's one that exists. It's one that we try to shy away from. It's like the elephant in the room that no one really wants to address. I didn't say it's fair. I didn't say it's just. It's just the reality. The reality is a guy can get away with it and be called a stud or a this or that. And if a girl does it, guys are like, ugh, you've been with 100 men. Like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not just saying this because like it's what I believe. It's what a lot of men believe. It's what society tells us. It's just the way things are. It's just the same way saying like, it's the same way, like, let me put it in terms. It's like the same way you can say, like, a man can get raped by a woman. A man can't get raped. Like, you know what I mean? But a woman can get raped.
Wait.
I could say grape.
Yeah, he could. I mean, he
Grapes. You know, grapes, lemons.
No, but I'm saying
Talking
like,
about fruit.
I think a dude
You know?
can get graped.
Yeah,
Extremely
he could get-
rare and very
What if it's
unlikely.
by another dude.
Then he can.
He can get graped.
Yeah. Then he
Yeah.
definitely could.
Well, I mean, there's like the legal.
But you know what I'm
component,
saying?
Different
Like-
definitions and.
It's like, and I don't think that would be like, I don't think that would be like as detrimental to a man than it would be to a woman. 100 more times worse for a woman. 100 more times for a worse for a woman.
Grapes.
Topic.
If you got graped by a woman, would that be a bad thing for you? His smile says it all.
I personally wouldn't want to be graped.
Hang on, you've
By
been
a woman.
raped on your own. Oh no, that's just essayed on your own podcast.
Oh yeah, that was terrifying.
Yeah, that's.
I watched that episode.
I only got brought to my attention.
Oh, the yeah.
Desiree.
Are you
But-
okay?
Huh?
Are you okay?
Oh yeah,
Incident?
yeah. No, it was mostly Andrew that got the brunt of it, but I was there. I was
You
there.
gotta fill me in after.
Oh,
Yeah, we'll tell you. Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing crazy.
Sounds serious.
Some girl
Metro Mac
assaulted
donated
us.
$200. Can we hear from the girls FFS? This
Oh,
guy won't
shit.
stop yapping. He talks more than my ex.
I did say I talk a lot.
Yo, Metro Matt, thank you for the TTS, man. Appreciate
Talking
it.
on a podcast? My
Ah.
God.
How dare you? How dare you talk?
What does
Yeah.
it mean by FFs?
For fuck's sakes.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
FFS.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Metro Matt. So I guess to the body count thing, and just to be clear, like I actually don't think promiscuity is good in men. I think
thought it was a great
promiscuity is bad in both. But I do think there's a bit of a differential here. I think women tend to care a bit less about it, or a lot less than men do. They're going to be probably a bit more forgiving than a man who has a promiscuous past than the reverse. Also, typically a man who has the capacity to be promiscuous and who was promiscuous tends to lean more towards being like very attractive, whether that's looks or personality, whereas any woman has the capacity to be promiscuous regardless of her awful personality or her subpar looks. I don't know if any of you want to bite on that one, but pretty much any woman.
Is it because men fuck whatever they want? Or they'll fuck anything?
Yeah.
They really will.
I mean, if women
I
put it out there
suppose,
pretty
yes.
easily.
I suppose, yes, but I guess the point I'm trying to make here is that pretty much any woman, if she was inclined to, could be promiscuous. She could sleep with 100+ men. Any
So
single
is that
woman.
bad on like
Any
the
sing-
guy's part or the girl's part?
Yeah,
What's
but
that?
go ahead.
Like,
Sorry, go ahead.
Like, wouldn't that be
Who's-
kind of like bad on like a guy's part if you're saying they
Shouldn't
would
you
just
have
like
standards?
sleep with?
Yeah.
Like, how is it the?
Well, I don't think it's neither good nor bad. It just kind of is what it is. But I'm not really trying to make a value judgment. I'm just trying to kind of describe what is. So any single woman, every single woman here at this table, if you guys were so inclined, you could go sleep with 100 men in the next year very easily. I can't say that's about men, though. I can't say that the majority of men, or even a minority of men, could go ahead and sleep with 100 women in a year, even if they were to reduce their standards substantially, because most men are just invisible to most women, and most men don't have game like that. They don't have Riz.
Oh, God.
So, what?
I just don't like that word.
Riz?
No.
It was icky.
It was icky.
It gives you the ick? Okay,
Yeah.
what do you prefer?
It's not giving.
I don't know. Just don't
Game?
say that. No.
Don't say
I don't
Riz?
know. I don't like that.
I mean, that's a common parlance of
now it is.
of you
We
Gen
didn't say
Z,
this like a
you
year
Gen Z.
ago.
It's the Riz.
Gen Z people.
Yeah.
I feel like if a woman, let's say, slept with 100 men, a woman can sleep with anybody. So if she has high standards, they're probably 100 really fucking nice looking men. But if a man sleeps with 100 women, women are more likely not to say yes. So maybe they're not like that great. Look, I don't know.
Sure.
So the girls' body count might be higher, but maybe the guys are also more quality too.
I don't know if that's a great argument, though, because then they were probably fucking a bunch of other women, too, and she's been greater likelihood of being exposed to some sort of STD.
Yeah, but if you're safe about it.
What do you mean? You can...
Like getting tested?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I don't
being,
sleep
being
with
tested
any.
doesn't make you safe.
Yeah, I don't
Oh.
sleep with any person unless they've been fully paneled. Like before anything,
You've
fully
never...
paneled.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You've never slept with somebody without there being a test first?
Not when I was like 18, 19,
Oh, okay.
but that's less likely.
Okay. All right. Can I have you just adjust your mic a little bit?
Yeah.
So scoot it this way. Just scoot it. Nope. That way. Yep.
Okay.
There you go. Okay. But body count. I mean, so going back to it really quick, I do think that, and you're welcome to provide disagreement or pushback. I do think if you have two girls, one of them has a high body count, one of them has a low body count, comparable attractiveness, personality, it is suboptimal, I think, from the male perspective to pick the one with the higher body count.
Mm.
I don't know if you have a disagreement there, or if you.
No, I'm just curious. Like I'm trying to do your two people, but like, what if the one with the other, like with the higher body count, has a better personality than the girl with the lower? That's what I'm saying. Like, would you go for higher? Because it's like a girl that like matches your qualities and everything that you like, except for the body count. Would you choose her over the girl who's like boring?
So, like, let's say a girl who has 5 body count, but her personality, I don't want to use boring just because I like that, so I want to be fair. I want to be charitable.
Exciting.
She's
and
less of
fun.
a match. She's got a 5 body count, but she's less of a match
For you,
based
yeah.
off my criteria, versus a woman with a 50 body count, but she's like very close to, like, in terms of what I'm looking for, just very close match personality wise, maybe even more physically attractive too. I would still take the lower body count.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. 50 is a lot. That's
Okay,
a lot.
that's yeah.
Yeah,
I think
50 is a lot.
50 is a lot. So,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
Wait, I have a question.
Sure.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
Wait, what's your body count? If
Honestly,
you
I
feel
don't know.
comfortable sharing.
I don't know.
Range? Over 100?
More.
Oh, over 100?
Over 500?
Less. Probably like, I don't know. Maybe
300?
Okay.
300.
300?
Yeah, but you got to remember, like,
You're 38.
I'm 38, so like I had my first girlfriend when I was 18. I lost my virginity when I was 18, and then I hit fame, internet fame, at around the age of 24, 25. So it was just like thrown at me like a lot of the times because like the fame and social media. So it's just, I was just a young guy doing my thing. Like really, I didn't really think too much of it. I still don't think too much of it, but it made me grow and learn a lot, and it made me realize like what I want.